Hey, Oubliette, it's me, Ian. And in today's video, well, I'm continuing my look at The X-Files and the third season. So this is Oubliette from 1995. Previously, we had The Walk, and the next one will be Nice. And this is episode 8 of the third season. It is also a Monster of the Week story, so no mythology. And Oubliette is actually a secret dungeon with access only through a trapdoor in the ceiling. So that just explains what an oubliette is. Right. Now, it was transmitted on the 17th of October 1995 on a Fox network, on the 23rd of April 1996 on Sky, and on the 17th of October 1996 on BBC One. It's written by Charles Grant Craig, and this was the only episode he wrote for The X-Files. Now, it's directed by Kim Manners. And Kim Manners, well, what a contribution. 52 episodes were directed by Kim Manners for The X-Files. Brilliant contribution. And, of course, the producer, showrunner is Chris Carter. Now, locations, we've got our familiar Mount Seymour Provincial Park, which is in North Vancouver, and Burnaby, which is also in British Columbia. Right, we'll go through the cast. David Duchovny, of course, plays Fox Mulder. Gillian Anderson, Dana Scully. Then we've got Tracy Ellis, who plays Lucy Alsholder. She was in Necromancy, 1988. She was in The Last of the Mohicans, 1992. She was in The Age of Innocence, 1993. She was in Never Ending Story 3, 1994. She was in Instinct, 1999. Those are some of the films that she's been involved in. Then we've got Jewel State, who plays Amy Jacobs. She was in Serenity, 2005. She Who Must Burn, 2015 title. And How to Arrange an Orgy in a Small Town. Oh, wow, what the title of a film that is. Then we've got Michael Shipiro, I think that's it, Shipiro, who plays Carl Wade. He's a creepy so-and-so, I'll tell you. He was in Disclosure, 1994, LA Confidential, 1997, and lots of TV series and TV films. He's got quite a striking face that you can recognize. What is this about, you say to yourself? Well, Mulder and Scully are called in to investigate the kidnapping of a 15-year-old Amy Jacobs, who was snatched from a bedroom in the middle of the night. Now, Mulder is intrigued by the fact that Lucy Alsholder collapsed in a fast food restaurant And you say, well, yeah, okay. And she had nosebleeds. They both, in fact, had nosebleeds. But what makes it interesting is Lucy, 15 years earlier, had been kidnapped and had been kept in the dark for 5 years. Wow. And Mulder is already thinking there's some psychic connection between these two, obviously, because that's how he sees things. The fact of the circumstances. But of course, well, the special agent who is in charge of this is not pleased at all with Mulder and just total disdain for his ideas. He obviously makes it very clear. But of course, as usual, we've got Dana Scully backing him up as always, even though she sometimes wonders, the way he upsets those in the FBI authorities, and that's part of him. He's got a reputation, and it's still going on. This reputation, but he doesn't mind it actually. The spooky reputation, he quite enjoys that. So that is the basis of the story, and then it unfolds. And I have to say that this character, Carl Wade, played by Michael Schifo, is absolutely brilliant. He's so creepy. It is brilliant. The way he is and sneaks around those eyes looking at his victims. Wow. It's just really creepy, honestly. You can't help but think, God, I wouldn't want to be involved with him in any way as a captive. Wow. Yeah, this is a great episode. I really enjoyed it. Again, it's had sort of some mixed reviews amongst some people, but I think it's what the X-File does well. It brings that threat so real, and you see it. And this is all down to the writing. It's all down to the direction and the acting. They get some great actors involved in this. Wonderful. I just love this story again, and it fits well into these sort of creeps of the week, if you want to call them. It's wonderful, and it always has that bit extra, of course, which makes the X-Files such a wonderful place to tell these stories, and that's what I love about it. You can't help but love the X-Files when you watch an episode like this. So I think that really sums up. I don't want to give too much away because it's quite interesting things that happen as we're going along. And I say, as always, we get the strength of the relationship between Mulder and Scully, and what is not to like about this? I don't understand why critics sometimes, but they're critics anyhow. I say that probably every week, don't I? Yes, I know. Oh dear. Anyhow, as usual, before I go, I just show you. Yes, here we are. This is the 3rd season, the little box in the big box. And there it is. Superb, as I always say. I absolutely love this. Fantastic. Brilliant. Yes. And that's it. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you look in the playlists, you'll see all the previous X-Files that I've reviewed. But I also review a lot of other things, films, TV shows, and also a bit of music. Now, if you like this video, please give this video a like. If you give it a like, it gets it out onto YouTube, and hopefully other people might enjoy it. And if you've got any comments, please put some comments down. I love to read your comments. And that's it, really. So me rambling on as usual, but there we are. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.